Mark chapter 4, Jesus does a teaching, a parable, on different kinds of soil. He likens a person's heart to a soil. And he teaches there's 4 kinds. He says, first of all, there's the path, and we know a path is where people walk, and so it's beaten down, and it's hard. And when the seed falls on the path, it cannot take root. And immediately, it says the birds come, and it steals the seed, and it takes it away. So it has no opportunity to take root. The second kind of soil is what's referred to as rocky places. And rocky places is where the seed falls in among the rocks, but it's shallow soil, and it comes up quickly, but when the sun comes out, it scorches it, and it produces no harvest at all. So it has some life, it has a short lifespan, but not a lifespan long enough for it to produce a harvest. The third type of soil is referred to seed that's sown among thorns and thistles. And so when the seed falls upon the thorns and thistles, it comes up, but the thorns and the thistles choke it out and kill it before it can produce anything of value. The fourth kind of soil that Jesus refers to, of course, is the good soil. And when the seed falls on the good soil, the harvest comes, and it's a great harvest, as much as 30, 60, or 100-fold that which was sown. Jesus' teaching now, understand, he's teaching about the Word of God and how it lands on our hearts. Now, there's a principle. You're saying, well, what in the world does it have to do with bitterness? Okay, hang on. Because there's a principle, biblical principles, oftentimes that can work in reverse. So oftentimes when I read the scriptures and I read something positive, I think of what is the negative effect. And if I read something negative, I read what is the positive effect. So there's a positive and negative effect on this. And here's the point. Our hearts are soil. And so every one of us is going to experience things that come our way that are attempts, little seeds of bitterness that come upon us. And so we either take that in, we either allow that to take that into our heart and nurture it and water it and make sure that it grows, or I would pray that what we would do with the seeds of bitterness that come our way would be let it fall off us. Let it go somewhere else. Let it go to the hard path. Or if it does somehow get in that little crack it got in, maybe we were tired or maybe we were weary, maybe we're on top of things. It gets in there, but don't let it go too deep. Don't let it go too deep.